All right, this is Justin Williams with the Wolfpacker. I'm here with Chris Scott Jr., wide receiver coming to NC State this year as an incoming freshman in 2020 on the football team, coming from Dacula, Georgia. Is that pronounced correctly, Chris? Is it like Dacula,
Dacula.
like Dracula the vampire?
Everybody says that. It's Dacula.
Dacula. Okay, well, it shows my ignorance. So I apologize to all the fine folks in Dacula. Um, Dacula sounds pretty cool though. If I
It
if I
does
don't
sound cool.
So anyways, man, I've been asking everybody this, but just a weird time to be an incoming freshman to college. Nonetheless, going into football season this year with coronavirus and everything, shutting down school in the middle of the year and closing the weight rooms down and everything. So what's it been like for you just being an incoming freshman at NC State, and have you been able to stay in shape through everything?
So in the beginning, I was doing well, easily putting on weight, hitting the weight room every day. But then as soon as the corona hit, gyms closed, all that. So it was kind of hard. So I was really inside the house working out, which wasn't like the best, but I mean, it was efficient. But I mean, but now since gyms are opening back up, I can get out there. I'm starting to train more often, especially I could train in much larger groups with receivers or DBs that's going to the college level. So it's pretty good for me right now. But during that time, it was kind of hard, and it was a real setback for me, I say, because I was supposed to get down there a lot earlier than right now.
Now you're known as a speedy wide receiver. What's it
Yep.
been like maintaining that speed level through all this? Have you been running sprints? Like, what do you do to stay in quick shape?
Um, Surprisingly, I'm like natural speed. So me staying in shape for my speed, I'll just hit the track and do a few 100s. Just get my starts down. That's it.
You make it sound like light work, man, but if I did a few hundreds, I'd be passed out by the end of it. So be blessed that you have that young metabolism. Um, so you kind of bet on yourself in the recruiting process by reopening up your recruitment. I believe you
Yep.
were originally committed to Eastern Kentucky and then
Yep.
reopened your recruitment, see if there might be some bigger schools that would be interested. And sure enough, there were. And you decided to come to NC State. So how does it feel to bet on yourself and then get rewarded on the back end?
Um, it feels great because when I decommitted, I wasn't sure if I was going to pick up more offers. I was just like, man, I want to go to a bigger place. I wanted the FBS offer. That's what I was shooting for because my buddy Kanate, he had got his first FBS offer. And I was like, man, I want to offer like that. So I decommitted and I was like, I feel like there's a better place out there for me. I don't care. I was gonna work my tail off for it. Every game, gave him all. Then next thing you know, the next week I picked up like 15 more offers. And then by that time I knew that I mean, I was good enough to play at the next level.
Well, fortune favors the bold, my friend. So good
Yep.
going there, and seems like everything worked out for the best. But what are you most looking forward to about coming to NC State and arriving on campus later this week?
Um, for me, it's not all about football. Education's first. So I'm looking forward to getting my degree. And then since we're going to summer, I'm getting that step ahead so I can have less classes during the season and I can focus on the season during that time. And I just like the fact that since I'm from North Carolina, I have a lot of family down there, and just the place itself, like North Carolina State, is just a family vibe, and I like that. And that was one of the biggest reasons why I committed that day. I had the official visit. I just committed because I was like, man, this is the place. They love me. They don't care about my weight or nothing. They look at me and they see a football player that can get it, and that's what I love. And when I get down there, I'm just ready to meet new people, expose myself to greater opportunities for me, and just give it my all.
Do you have a major picked out yet?
Yeah,
What are you going to
uh,
study?
medical engineering.
Okay, well, good going picking engineering. As you, I'm sure, know, NC State well known for their engineering
Yeah.
program, so you can't go wrong there. And I'm sure you'll be plenty busy over the next 4 years here with a degree like that. What classes you got lined up for the rest of the summer? Anything interesting that you're really looking forward to?
Not really. Since I have they told me something, I forgot what it was, but since it's my freshman year and I'm coming in the summer, the classes I have to take has nothing to do with my major actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be able to take my major second semester. But the classes I'm taking right now, I guess I'm looking forward to sports medicine. I'm gonna have some more football players in there.
You'll get there all in due time. I'm sure once you get there, you'll realize the heavy course load is sometimes stressful.
Yeah.
So do you have a number picked out when you're coming to NC State? Do you know which number you want to wear, and have you talked about that with the coaching staff?
I know what number I want to wear, but getting the number I want is all up to me. It's about how much work I want to put in, and can I take it from the person who wants it, or that the upperclassman who wants it. And as soon as I get there, I'm hit the ground running. I'm gonna give them all. I'm going. I just have to work hard, and if I work hard, I get the number I want, and the number I want is number one.
That explains Captain Uno on
No.
Twitter. And for the folks at home, if you don't follow him already, Chris Scott Jr. at Chris Scott Jr. on Twitter. Give my man a follow. Well, cool. Well, we'll be watching for number one. Of course, that's a very special number at NC State. Some pretty impressive athletes have worn that number, so it's going to take some hard work, but you seem to already know that ahead of time. So being from Georgia, are you an Atlanta Falcons fan, or who's your favorite NFL team?
Actually, I stopped watching NFL. I'm more of a wide receiver fan. I like Odell, Julio, Calvin Ridley, now Jerry. I'm a wide receiver fan. I stopped watching NFL football after like 3 years ago when the Patriots cheated and still got the Super Bowl. I was so mad. I forgot what it was, but yeah, I just really don't watch. I like college. I watch college football.
Smart answer for a man coming to North Carolina with a lot of Panthers fans around here. So good diplomatic answer. So well, here's a weird question for you. If you could have one superpower on the football field, what would it be and why?
It would be leadership, because anybody can be fast. Anybody can be super strong. Anybody can have a super catch, but it takes a man, a football player, an athlete, a brother to be a leader on the field. And I want to be a leader. Even if I'm not playing, I still want to be a leader. I want to be able to support my teammates off the field so they can get what they need to get done on the field and off the field.
Well, certainly possible that you'll be able to accomplish that when you come to NC State. And for those that don't know him already, he does kind of resemble Flash on the field. So already a little bit of superpower in that regard. But through coronavirus, I know you said you've been working out on a pretty consistent basis, but obviously probably got more time on your hands than you're used to. Have you been watching anything in particular, like any special movies or TV shows on Netflix or Hulu or anything?
Money Heist.
Okay, I haven't watched that one myself.
What?
Tell me about it. Give the quick Reader's Digest for Wolfpack Nation.
So in Money Heist, it's about these group of robbers. They're going to a bank, and they're gonna rob the bank, of course. And throughout the robbery, it's just they come towards a lot of obstacles, a lot of situations that seem like they can't overcome. But they have a great guy on the outside named the Professor that just helps them out through everything. And if they put their faith in him, he just pull them through. And that's all it's about. And to me, it's one of the best shows ever.
Well, I'll have to check it out myself, and then the next time I see you, hopefully at Carter Finley Stadium later this year, I'll let you know what I thought. So what's on your playlist these days? What kind of artists do you listen to? Who's your favorite artist?
I listen to a little bit of everything. But what I mainly listen to is, I'm from Atlanta, Little Baby.
Okay. That's been a popular answer with the rest of your class. I know that, Generation Z, big Little Baby fans.
Yeah.
No J. Cole? I mean, North Carolina, you got to represent J. Cole.
No. I used to listen to J. Cole, but it's like does he even still make music? I don't know. I personally don't know.
All right, shots fired by Chris Scott. All right, Chris, before we let you go here, what's one thing that you want Wolfpack Nation to know about Chris Scott Jr. before he arrives in Raleigh?
I'm coming for heads. And then I want to be able to bring some of my Atlanta stuff, my Georgia stuff to Raleigh. Even though I'm from North Carolina, I want to be able to bring some of my Georgia stuff. Like, I don't know, I feel like the way we play football here from a high school level is just different than any other state. You see things you won't see before. So I want to be able to come down there, and when they see me run the routes or they see me catch the ball, they see me do little things and technique, they're just like, man, I'm impressed. That's what I want them to know.
Well, one thing that'll remind you of home when you get here, Chris, there's plenty of Chick-fil-A's. So you'll at least find a little slice of Atlanta and Chick-fil-A wherever you go in Raleigh. But anyways, well, Wolfpack Nation, this is Chris Scott Jr. I'm Justin Williams with the Wolfpacker, and we're signing off.